Greetings. Welcome. So, I think the last one I talked about last stream was something about courthouse, and one thing I did fail to mention is I had to meet my buddy in the underground parking structure, and that's where I was safe. And that also, I believe, is significant. Where, there was a time at the end of the dream where the only place that it was safe for me was underground. Literally. Anyhow, so that being said, I'm gonna go to the next one. The next dream is also I'm starting with all my older stuff that's, I believe, relevant, and then some of the newer ones are freaking really detailed, lots of stuff. In any case, so moving on. I take off my glasses because I get that glare. So anyway, this one is we're in like a neighborhood, and I say we, but at the time it was just me observing some dude that was I guess like a pothead, loved smoking weed and whatever, and then he became like a holy roller for a little stint, and he's all about God and Jesus and stuff, and then next thing you know, he's just kind of missing smoking a bowl. So he's walking up to this old, like, sort of lowrider looking Chevy Impala, probably from the 60s, I'm guessing. It's white, and he gets into the car, into the passenger seat. There's a dude in there, and it's kind of like, I guess it's his old drug dealer or something. And the guy says to the converted Christian druggy dude, he's like, "Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get deceived with all this religious stuff." And the guy kind of thinks about it for a second. Instead of smoking a bowl, he's like, "Yeah, I guess I'm glad I didn't get deceived too." So he gets out of the car instead of, getting loaded. He walks away, crosses the road, and then, like I say, it's in a neighborhood, and there's a group of people out there, and people start shouting at this guy, like, "Ah!" They're just kind of yelling and started saying some real angry sounding things and having insults and just saying just mean stuff. And then somebody wads up a piece of paper and hucks it and hits him in the face with it. And it's like, what the heck? And then next thing you know, somebody throws a rock, hits him in the freaking head. And then, things are escalating like super fast. And then somebody comes right up to him, slices his neck with a freaking knife. And at this point, I notice he's wearing on his hands some like brand new, like, white work gloves, leather work gloves. They're just white. And he puts them up, and he touches his neck, and he holds up his hand. It's just like covered in blood. Of course, I mean, he just got his neck sliced. And it's like, oh crap. And then somebody pulls out a gun and shots are fired. Like, oh crap. So we, meaning me and whoever else was there, we kind of book it into this house. We freaking ran, and we run in there real fast. I see a room, and my sister so happened to be there with me too. I have a little sister. But so we run into this room, and there's 4 single beds. They look like they could be stacked on top of each other like bunk beds, but they're not in that position. They're just 4 beds in a row. And the one furthest over to the outside wall, I run and I just, jump under the bed. And next to that bed, by the foot of it, which is where my feet are, I'm kind of facing the corner. And so by the foot of the bed, there's a safe, and in that safe there's a gun that has 4 bullets in there. So there is a number 4, and I kind of get the idea that it's 4 decades, and I don't know why, but maybe it's because it was over 30 years ago when I had this dream. I think I was probably 20, and anyway, regardless, it was a long time ago. I think it was like 30 years ago, and so my sister didn't have a chance to like hide or do anything, and the people busted in the door. Where's your brother? Where's your brother? She goes, I don't know. Who? Your brother. We know. We saw him come. It's like, she's like, I don't know where he is. So they beat her until she either was knocked out or dead. I don't know. She quit making sound. And then I woke up. I kind of felt like, you know, the feeling I had was something is coming, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. That was my impression. But meanwhile, my sister had a dream. Okay, my brother and my sister both had a dream, all of us within the same day and a half or 2 days or something like that. And so my sister had a dream that there was in a neighborhood, again, it was a neighborhood, where it looked like military type guys with automatic weapons going and taking over a town. And they were taking over, and, you know, civilians were in danger. And she said it was coming, and there's nothing anybody could do to stop it. Interesting. And then my little brother had a dream and said that he saw a picture of a map, and it looked like arrows coming from Canada down into America, like there was an assault, like a war, like something coming from the north, coming down. And guess what he said? He said he had the feeling that it's like something was coming, but there's nothing anybody could do to stop it. So just figure, interesting, eh? But that will lead us right into the next one that I had when I was living in Seattle. But I'll tell you about that on the next one.